Ah, pasta and tomatoes. It does not get much better than that. Now, everybody loves pasta with tomato sauce or whatever, but this is a more healthier, simple version. Alright, let's get right to it. Garlic powder, pink salt for health, black pepper. Now, I use the real olive oil. You can use extra virgin if you want, but that's kind of crucial. Can't skip that. Red pepper flakes, ooh, that's preference. Some people can handle the heat. And don't come for me with the parmesan grated in the thing, At least I got basil, you know what I'm saying? Well, basil leaves, but spaghetti, you can use fettuccine, linguine, it doesn't matter, as long as it's really good pasta. We have an onion here. Oof, it's a simple onion. But half though, that's important. Half an onion, you won't be needing the whole thing. And tomatoes, of course. Let's get to it. Let's break this down. Now, I remember back in the 90s growing up, this was like the simple, you know, we gotta go food shopping, this is all we got, so you're gonna have to deal with it. I mean, of course, like as a kid, you're like gonna eat it regardless, but in hindsight, this kind of it makes sense. It's simple, especially if you're using like really good pasta, like I have here. But even if you don't, the simplicity of it works. Tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, olive oil. It works so well, especially with basil. Now, you know me, I'm not gonna teach y'all how to cut an onion. Alright, maybe I will. So, in this case, we want really thin pieces. Like, I mean, really thin. So, we want this to caramelize. And that's the trick with this dish, is to make everything caramelize and break down. Now, later on in the video, you'll see my tomatoes won't be that broken down, but that's just a preference. We want this to all melt together. And I say that a lot because we don't want to use a lot of butter or cream. I mean, you could, that's completely up to you, but this is thinner voice. We're not heavier voice because we're trying to keep the calories low, okay? Anyway, boiling water, as you normally would with pasta. Oil and your salt. Salted like the ocean, as they say, or salted up to your preference. It doesn't matter, and I mean it. It doesn't matter. You come home from work, you're tired, you just want to cook and eat, make something healthy real quick. And this is quick, because look, I'm putting that pasta in, put my lid on, 15 seconds. Look at it. It's already started to break apart. It looks good. That's like 60% done. I wouldn't eat this now. I would probably cook it for like the most 30 to 45 seconds because look at that. Look at that. Oh, damn, that smoke is crazy. We're done, I did about a minute, I would say, because we want that to be cooked more, but that looks good. That was quick. So yeah, we want that to be al dente and slightly under because we're gonna make our base. And our base is very simple. I put some olive oil in the pan. I use the same pan, but if you're making a pot, that's cool too. If you're not cool with the edges, you know what I'm saying? Make a mess, whatever, but it's your house. You're tired. Make a mess if you want. I mean, I be making messes too, but again, it's y'all crib. Like, oh, look at the onions, by the way. Starting to break down. Yup. That's what we want. And this is your world. Like, you can cook the onions down until they puree and disintegrate. Me, I like to have a little more texture. I like to taste every ingredient. I like to feel it on my palate. You know what I'm saying? But again, as long as you cook it down at least past this point, you're fine. And I'm just gonna go back and forth. No sticking here. Bald spots all day. That's right. You already know. We non-stick up and nah. Team non-stick, yo. Nah, it's all about the technique. And oh yeah, when I put these tomatoes in, wow, that's smelling good already. And this, like, I'm sure you've seen this in the past couple of videos, but It really is about the back and forth. You don't want things to stick because you have more control. And things like tomatoes and onions normally won't stick. We got the olive oil, we got the stainless steel pan. If you have a non-stick pan, that's even better. But hey, we're tired, we're lazy, okay? Just put the things in the pan. I'm gonna put my chili flakes up in there now. Put my other seasonings, garlic powder. Yeah, like it's real simple. You don't have to do it in this order. We could throw everything in there at the same time. This is just a base. For me, the star of a pasta dish is the pasta. And that's why I'm using spaghetti. And even if you use linguine, fettuccine, a long noodle stick or cling to your base or your sauce. And wow, look at that. Everything's starting to come together. Now, you can cook this until it disintegrates. Like, seriously, if you had some wine, as long as you're doing that back and forth motion and nothing's sticking, it will still be fresh. Reduce this with wine, finish it with balsamic, but simple. I don't have any balsamic right now, and I don't like to use alcohol, but again, that's just me. This is probably going to be about it. Damn, that's looking good though. Wow. Yeah, like my point is, you see my tomatoes aren't whole, but they're like starting to fall apart. That's just what I want. Again, texture. But if you have like a blender, you can blend this up until it's completely liquid. For me, this is it. I'm gonna throw in my pasta. Now I bet you're thinking like, oh, it's probably nope. See, it breaks apart. That's the beauty of fresh pasta. It holds super well. Look at that. Damn. Yep, that's looking good. It's smelling good. Add some oil just to keep my noodles separate, but this is really good. It's so simple. It's healthy. I'm using straight up olive oil. If you didn't want to be healthy, you can use butter or even better, cream. Oh my god. If you put cream in this, it'll be crazy. I'm just gonna finish off with Parmesan though, because you gotta have a little bit of a fatty cheese up in there. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's smelling good. And the Parmesan's gonna make things kind of stick even more. But yo, that's it. That was easy, right? That's what I'm saying. Well, it's time to plate and it's time to eat.